Hi guys, welcome back with me, Lord Chow 2025. This time we're going to learn about how to run Stable Diffusion in using GTX 1660 Super. That is my GPU. 1660 Super is have a problem if you just not setting it, It usually gonna give you black screen or error screen. So how to do it? First, from your Stable Diffusion installation, select web UI and then select this web UI user bat. Open the file like this, and you're gonna see command line arcs. It's gonna be empty here. So put this thing that I'm going to show you, especially xformer, no-half-vae, and no-half. This is the most important thing. Okay, precision field, upcast-sampling, disable-nan-check, you should actually use it. So one, xformer, no-half-vae, and medvram, okay. And no-half, this is also important. This is what gonna stop it of being error. No-half, no-half-vae, disable-nan-check. Xformer gonna give you extra boost of power, precision full, and yeah, the other I use it to increase my speed because some would say medvram is not important for GTX 1660, but from what I'm experienced, it's actually increased my performance, so I use it. Anyway, let's try it. After that, open the run command, and it's gonna open up. It's not gonna be fast, of course, but it workable. And I will show you how it generate image. Of course, I'm going to skip this very long and boring thing. So yeah, I'm skipping until it's open. Okay, I think we are done loading here. You could see startup is 139 seconds. After its launch, we need to wait to load the model. Again, it's depending on your model. It could be very long, it could be short, but for regular, it's like 2 minutes. For GTX 1660, you cannot load the SDXL. You could load SD 1.5 and all its variants, like Photon, like Realistic Vision 1 through 5 maybe. I use 4. And Zoya Photo and other stuff. This time I currently loading like the Hello Kit 25. I know that's the ROS model I use, so it's load like that. Yeah, I need to repair that. Call it like that. This is the model that you load. You could use here. I usually use wheat and head 768. You could use restore fees, it doesn't matter. But for now, higher fix, it takes a long time. I don't know how to setting it up, so never use it for now. The other is working, and you could also use LoRa if you have LoRa. Now let's make an example. Okay, we're going to do this. So let's generate. Okay, I copy chief type from is helping. It's still not load because usually the first time you use it, it's gonna take a while. Load the first image. After that, it's going to be faster, not crazy fast, but just a little fast. So it takes a while for the first image. I usually just generate a lot of image and then I just check the file or folder. ETA also just don't believe it, Usually the last 5 seconds it takes a while, but the real timing is here. So it takes like 9 seconds to do that. Okay, it's gone, but it's because of my doesn't matter because the result is as available in the web UI outputs. Yeah, ext to image and last thing here. Yeah, this is the result. It's not in the high res fix, so it's what you set is what you get. This is also the new image. Usually I need to make this work by this is the third image actually. The first image usually slow, and then later on it's going to be fast. Not crazy fast like you expect because we use no-half, that's the problem. No-half and no-half-vae is the problem. Okay, now it's gonna work. Oh, we could also change like you could generate or you could select a seed that you want, and make sure you do the right negative because this is really help you avoid any crazy. Nah, it's finally working like I want. A snow winter, and the moral thinks the dungeon like this, so it's whatever. And I sit on a cell. I should be in a cell. Whatever. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching. And it's work, You can use 1660 super for stable diffusion. So don't worry if you have that. And, the time is not that time confusing. Even if you use LoRa, it's still not that bad. Especially use the model SD 1.5 variants. If it's based on SD 1.5, I think most of them is working. I never found a model that are not working as long as it's based on SD 1.5. SDXL you couldn't working because it needs more VRAM, and GTX 1660 Super cannot handle that amount of VRAM. As much as I know, at least. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and see you again on the next episode. Have a nice day.